This is just the beginning.
It's an honour being one of the first 125 to be here. Everyone had a great time and I don't take that lightly.
What an awesome opportunity it is to put on testing with the community.
It just really felt special that we all got to play it first. It kind of feels like Flesh and Blood coming out of New Zealand again.
This will shape the future of the format.
Legend Story Labs opened a door, and behind it was a question. What happens when you let the community test the future? What happens when you invite them not just to play, but to shape what lies ahead? From all around the North Island, even from places with more sheep than people, the community came together for something undefined, something blue. This video is a celebration of creativity, of community, and of what it means to be a Flesh and Blood player here in New Zealand. Because when Project Blue was unveiled, it wasn't just a new format. It was a reminder that something truly special happens when a community is invited behind the curtain, not just to witness, but to participate. This format wasn't polished, it wasn't perfect, but it was ours. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Liv or TNTCG and I make content about my favorite card game, Flesh and Blood. I want to give a huge thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Legend Story Studios, and of course to my wonderful patrons. I could not make the content I do without you. Today's tea is the caffeinated and delicious French Earl Grey, which is basically just Earl Grey except with some floral hints. This one has lavender, rose, and vanilla. Anyway, this is possibly my most exciting video yet, so without further ado and tea aside, let's get into it. On the 26th of April 2025, Legend Story Labs was launched for the first time ever. A brand new space to test, refine, and shape the game, and most importantly, to invite the community into the design process together. It's hard to tell you exactly what Legend Story Labs is, but to me, I think of it as the springboard for everything unknown. The point is that it's unofficial and that what we do as part of it isn't canon and isn't confirmed, that what we're trying is simply an idea. And where could they choose to begin but right here with us in the birthplace of Flesh and Blood itself? A few weeks ago, I was lucky enough to attend and play in the first ever Legend Story Labs alpha testing event. A mysterious little thing you may or may not have heard of called Project Blue. It began as an experiment, really just to test out some new ideas within the community, but what nobody expected was this. The Discord, which was only linked from one little post at the bottom of the description of a single Facebook event, quickly became the talk of the Flesh and Blood community. Everyone wanted to know what Legend Story Labs was about, and everyone wanted to start testing Project Blue. It didn't matter that it wasn't official and wasn't confirmed. Everyone just wanted to be involved. This truly is a story of community success, because at 11 AM on the 7th of June at Card Merchant West City in Auckland, 121 players turned up from all over New Zealand to come together and officially test this brand new format. Tell me your name, who are you?
I'm Marshall Stevenson. I'm the manager here at Card Merchant West City.
I'm Jesse.
Hey, I'm Carol and I'm a game developer at Legend Story Studios.
I'm a local. I live in Auckland, New Zealand, specifically in a suburb called Beach Haven on the North Shore.
I travelled from my house about 20 minutes away, which is pretty breezy.
I'm local in Auckland.
My name's Christopher Richard Bewley the Fourth.
Wow, really?
No, just Christopher Richard Bewley. My name's Nathan.
Hi, I'm Uyang. I'm a LSS dev. I traveled from very far, from around Orake, so like a 30-minute drive. It was very intense.
I travelled from Elliott Hotel, which is one of the oldest buildings in Auckland.
Papakura, which is about 45 minutes away.
Hey, I'm Sean Stanley.
Well, I'm Sam.
I'm Helen.
All right, my name's Ruben.
From about 20 kilometers away.
Oh gosh, CBD Auckland. A real long journey.
Long way, yeah.
I came all the way from Whangarei, which is a tiny coastal town about 2 hours north of Auckland, New Zealand.
I'm Nick, I'm from Sydney, Australia.
I'm Matt.
My name is Christopher Smith.
Auckland, I'm local, so North Auckland.
Down the road.
Very convenient.
It's my local. It's like a 5-minute drive.
I'm Lucas. Thomas. I'm Kieran.
Hey guys, I'm Sean. I have a small little YouTube channel called Surely Shawnee. Yeah, I've started doing vlogs on the channel, so, you know, if you look at my channel very soon, I might have a vlog up. Me and a bunch of the guys came from Wellington.
Wellington, just like them. I'm also from Wellington.
and horrendously sleep deprived as a result.
Of course, there was also an extremely alluring exclusive Sync Below promo, which was given out as a participation prize, as well as on a randomly drawn mat and for the top 8. I don't know about you, but to me, this is one of the coolest exclusive promos that Flesh and Blood has ever made. I mean, come on, like, look at it. If you don't know anything about Project Blue or you're in need of a recap, let me summarize the essentials. It's a young hero format, meaning you play with a hero that will usually have 20 life, as opposed to the adult heroes who usually have 40. This means the games are going to go way faster and you're gonna need less cards. The card pool is 55, which includes 40 for your main deck that you'll use to play in the actual game, and 15 for equipment, weapons, and sideboard. Now, you might be thinking that this sounds just like Blitz. What's the big deal? Well, the secret key to Project Blue is that every card in this list must have a rarity of either common or rare. It is taking everything that exists already with Commoner, but opening some big floodgates by allowing the entire rare card pool. But let's hold our horses. The entire rare card pool is a bit of an exaggeration. Before the launch event, Project Blue already had a pretty substantial ban list to stop some of the more broken things they were anticipating.
Super exciting. I just feel like the very interesting ban list sort of brings a new dynamic to the game. And it's a really open field at the moment, so it's very exciting to see what people have been brewing.
From this, it seemed like the event was trying to create a faster meta and tone down more fatigue playstyles. Or so we thought. I think my first experience of this format was back in January of this year. At the time, it was called Rare. Of course, none of us knew at the time that it was about to be one of the coolest community engagement projects in the entirety of TCG history. I used it to introduce a few of my friends to the game as a budget-friendly and casual way to learn hero mechanics but also get a good feel for a wider meta than Commoner. Now, if you know me, you know that two of my favorite heroes are Azuri and Aurora. Azuri was the first hero I ever played and just my best girl, while Aurora's aggro no-block playstyle was such a blast, so it's no surprise that when it came to this format, they'd be my first picks. Aurora gets access to some of her key offensive cards like Burn Up Shock and Lightning Press. Azuri's maybe not quite as strong, but I wouldn't underestimate her. But back when I played Rarer, the main hero that we all had to watch out for was Chain, who was handing out losses like nobody's business back in January. If I thought Aurora could do some crazy turns, Chain is definitely showing her what a real aggro hero can do with a full rainbow suite of Deathly Wail and Malefic Incantation. Now, to give some context, I hadn't played the format in a good while. In the time leading up to the Project Blue event, I was totally swamped with midterms, law finals, and a couple overseas trips that you might be seeing in a future video. So imagine my surprise when I rocked up to the official Project Blue event on 2 hours of sleep and 500 milligrams of caffeine, expecting a sea of chains, and that just wasn't the case. And in my defense, I wasn't the only one surprised.
We just did our meta breakdown. It is wild. Lots of little bits of decks.
Anything surprising?
Anything surprising. Only one copy of Chain. Only one.
I was playing Chain today.
Ira is one of the strongest Commoner heroes, and Oldhim is an old-time staple. It's no surprise to see them so represented, but Azalea is a new face. She was not very strong in Commoner because so many of her good arrows and buffs, which she now has in her kit, are rare. What was even cooler than seeing the spread of heroes was the conversion rate and how some people predicted the meta to a T.
We're both playing 5.
Yeah, exact same 40.
55.
Yeah. Format. Vi is the best.
I don't know if he's the best. I think he's uniquely positioned to be the best into what everyone else is playing at the moment. We designed a combo that gets through the Oldhim 55 life gain, make you play for 35 minutes. And then to Azalea, you just pray.
Yeah, which works like 55% of the time.
Honestly, one of my favorite parts about this event, and something that was reflected in the feedback as a whole, was how much wider the meta felt when compared with Commoner, Blitz, CC, and even Living Legend.
I jumped on new today.
I am on Lexi, because I've always loved Lexi and CC when I played.
I played Aurora.
And I played KO.
Alright, I'm playing Dromai.
Well, I was on Azalea.
Aurora, just because it's fun.
KO, because he's my favorite.
Oh, I'll be playing Lexi.
I'm playing Oldhim, because I love playing Oldhim.
I'm on Ira Crimson Haze today.
I'm on Azalea.
Playing Vincent, who's my girl. I love her. She is the best.
Oldhim, because he's banned in every other format and I like him a lot.
After a few rounds, the excitement of being the first people to ever officially test this new format and be a part of the New Zealand Legend Story Labs alpha testing phase became very apparent.
Oh, it's awesome. I'm really stoked that we have this opportunity. It's real unique for us in New Zealand that we go and get to try these things out and figure out new formats for the rest of the world.
It's good to see the competitive players really enjoying the metagame, seeing that it scratches that competitive itch.
For me, it's really cool because it's like my first bigger Flesh and Blood event as well. The atmosphere is quite cool and just yeah, I've enjoyed it.
It's been rad. Like it's something a bit fresh, which is pretty cool. Just like seeing what people have cooked up as well.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Super fun. I've done quite a few first offs before. I played the very first Blitz calling that was here in Auckland, quite literally downstairs. So it's really cool and fun to be part of something that's experimental and most likely will take off in the future.
Honestly, I've loved it. CC was feeling a little bit stale, so spending the last month just jamming a completely new format, trying really weird combinations of cards and seeing what happens, I've really, really enjoyed it.
It felt fantastic, honestly. That's why I also had the idea to make a small vlog for today as well, because what an awesome opportunity it is for LSS to put on a new testing with the community, not just inside testing. I thought that was awesome. And I have a lot of friends from overseas, and I know that they would want a taste of what it's like, so I also created my small vlog like what you're doing now, and we get to share this online, and hopefully they enjoy it too. So yeah, it's a really, really cool opportunity.
Genuinely, it has been an absolute blast. I'm really excited to be part of this. The environment was great, everybody was lovely. I actually feel very lucky to get to be part of this as a new thing.
Oh, it's an honor, being one of the first 125 to be here. Everyone had a great time, and I don't take that lightly.
I absolutely love what they're doing and making available to us. It's really exciting to be a part of something, and I'm filling out the feedback form to be able to actually help guide the design of the game to be more fun.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was really cool to be able to play a tournament of Project Blue, which is a format I'm really enjoying playing. I think it's a ton of fun, and it just really felt special that we all got to play it first. It kind of feels like Flesh and Blood coming out of New Zealand again.
The event was also not without its special guests. There was a very cool side event happening called the Dev Gauntlet. If players dropped out of the main event, they could head on over to a table full of actual Flesh and Blood developers from Legend Story Studios and win high seas packs for a win against one, or even a treasure pack for 3 wins. I'll be honest, I didn't even try my luck, but I will say I regretted it after seeing this.
I got a rainbow foil Command and Conquer thing, the boat,
Really?
defeating Uyong.
Actually.
And then I got a Marlin for the surprise. Nice job, man. Cheers, bro. Oh, double excited.
I'm here to prey on the aggro decks. They're all hiding from me at the top tables.
After a few exciting but long hours of Swiss rounds, the top 8 was announced. Top 8 was a really interesting spread of heroes. It seemed Legend Story Labs knew what they were doing when they banned CYB and the defense reactions, because defense was the deck to beat.
I was just saying to Liv that I'm about to have a terrible matchup, because I'm playing Oldham into Terra, and Dennis is going to win like he always does. He's going to knock me out of top 8, and I'm going to get whatever consolidation prize. What actually is a really nice prize. It's a beautiful little mat. So,
it is beautiful.
They've done great. They've done great.
Before long, we had our winner, Dennis, who traveled all the way from down the road in Auckland.
Thank you.
What? The side?
Yeah.
And that was it. The first ever Legend Story Labs event and the first ever official Project Blue event was finished. Project Blue wasn't just a new format, it was an invitation. An invitation to experiment, to test, to refine, and most importantly, to do it all together. Whether you came for the promo, the intense gameplay, or just to hang with mates, you were part of something bigger, something new. I feel incredibly lucky to have been a part of this event, and I hope that this video gave you an idea of just how special it was, and what's possible when a community gets the chance to define the future of a game that everyone loves. Thank you to everyone who traveled from very close to very far and made this event what it was. And of course, thank you again to Legend Story Studios and to my patrons for your support. I will see you in the next one.